Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you here to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. This is the 1985 One and Gone. We are in the third round, and this is game number 20, and this is a feature game. And what I mean by feature game is a game where both teams, I really think, have a chance to win it. And the first feature game we had was the Mets and the Astros. Now we are here at Yankee Stadium as the number 5 Los Angeles Dodgers take on the number 4 New York Yankees. And of course, another reason why, Dodgers versus Yankees, one of the greatest rivalries in the world of baseball, even though the Dodgers are in the National League now. But in the day, back in the time when the Dodgers were in Brooklyn, those Dodgers-Yankees World Series were huge, and they still are. And I still think a Dodgers-Yankees World Series even today would still get much of big ratings, of course, on the board. The Los Angeles Dodgers get here by defeating the Milwaukee Brewers in the second round. The Yankees took out the Mariners in their game, and we now go to game number 20. I think we got a pretty good matchup. It should be fun. Should be a lot. Who knows how these dice are going to roll, but you never know. We never know how these games are going to go, especially with Inside Pitch. As you know, Inside Pitch. I feel, as far as it comes to Inside Pitch and Payoff Pitch, and as much as I love both games, I feel I actually have a little bit more control over the game engine with Inside Pitch. But you never know how these games are going to go. Let's see what we got. Starting pitcher for the 1985 New York Yankees in this game will be Joe Cowley. He was 12-6 with a 3.95 ERA. Philip Reynolds says he's not stealing, but he says we got 2 losers today here at Yankee Stadium. As Philip Reynolds is one of my other Yankee haters that are out there. But we got the Dodgers and the Yankees. Let's see what happens today. Cowley is the Yankee number 2 starter in this tournament. Let's play some baseball. Baseball Demos joins us here at Yankee Stadium as I just finished watching your Mets Nationals 2019 game. That was a lot of fun. And yep, we'll see. Hope this is closer than that Tigers A's game we watched last night. Yeah, that was annihilating, I should say. And for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, check out his game between the Tigers and the A's. That was the Bird is the Word replay he is doing with the Tigers. Steeler fan, of course, joins us now here at Yankee Stadium for this ball game. Top of the first, leading off for the Dodgers will be shortstop Mariano Duncan. He gets the call to start. In this feature game, let's see what we got. 6-5 for Cowley, strikeout chance, 19 too high. Yankee Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and 1 to walks. Duncan will bat 4-1, and he flies out to right. The winner of this game will play the Cincinnati Reds in the semifinals. Next up for the Dodgers, left fielder R.J. Reynolds. Cowley with the pitch, 5-4. That's going to be an automatic out. It's a star 5 and a ground out to second base. And that is out number 2. Here is center fielder Kenny Landreau. The shame is one of these teams has to advance. Yeah, well, that's right. Nobody likes these teams. Nope. Everybody hates the Dodgers and the Yankees, but they'd rather have the Dodgers advance, I guess. Cowley's pitch 6-6. That is a walk plus 10. That 11 will allow Landreau to walk easily to make him a 17, and Landreau will trot down to first on a base on balls. Next up is Pedro Guerrero. I have him at third base for this game. See what the strat roll says. That is a 3. Landreau does have a good stealing chance. 15 minus 1 is 14. Weininger subtracts 1 from the steal rating, a 1 to 13. 1 to 13. Let's see if Landreau can take it. And he does. Landreau will slide into second base with a stolen base. Usually with 2 outs, I don't, but Landreau had a 15 and a stolen base rating, and that's usually a starting rating, I should say, and that usually allows me to put him. Here is Guerrero now, the original beast mode. in my opinion, because if you guys ever saw Pedro Guerrero up close, you know he was a beast. We'll roll strategy again to see if Landro, that is a 7, this time no play. Cowley will pitch 2-2, that's at the park. Yankee Stadium 3-4, that is a fly ball left field. That'll be put away by Griffey. And that will end it. A walk for the Dodgers, but that's all they get. As Landro is stranded at second. Pitching for the 1985 Los Angeles Dodgers will be Fernando Valenzuela. It's Fernando Mania. He is the second starter on this team. Orel Hershiser was the first one. This Dodgers starting rotation is darn good. It was a tough choice for me to take Valenzuela or Welch. I decided to have Valenzuela against Cowley would be a better matchup. 17-10 for Fernando Mania, 2.45 ERA. Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder Ricky Henderson, best leadoff hitter in baseball history. Valenzuela with the pitch, 4-2, hit by pitch at 19 is way too high. Henderson jumps out the way. He will swing 1-5. It's a single right past second base for a base hit. And that is not who you want on the base pads. Leadoff single for Henderson. Next batter is the left fielder, Ken Griffey. Let's see if a steal is going to be available. That is a 2. Absolutely. 18 minus 1 is 17. Sosha adds no extra rating. A 1-17. Henderson will steal second base. He's thrown out. Holy cow. Sosha throws out Henderson at second on a 19. A 1-17 is what Henderson needed. A 19 he is thrown out by Sosha. Sosha says, I don't care if this is your house. You don't get your cake and eat it too. 1 out. Sosha throws out Henderson at second. And now Griffey will bat with the bases empty. As Valenzuela gives a little fist pump. Pitch from Valenzuela, 2-5. That is a range play. Griffey will hit 4-1. That's a pop-up to Valenzuela. His range is a 5. He's got it. Out number 2. Next batter is the first baseman, Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball. 2 outs. As Dave says, D20s are inherently evil. Valenzuela will pitch 2-6 against the lefty. That is a home run straight check. Mattingly against the lefty is a 20, which means crack. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Donnie Baseball. Yankee Stadium cheers. Yay! Don Mattingly got all of that. Valenzuela pitched him a meatball, and Mattingly turned it into lasagna. It is gone. 1-0 Yankees. They'll go talk to Fernando for a moment, try to calm him down after that homer. The batter now is the right fielder, Dave Winfield. How big was that throw out at second? There's the pitch from Valenzuela. 5-1. That's an error on a grounder. Winfield, 5-3. That's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Sachs. His error rating is a 10, and that's a 4. He's going to boot that ball. Picks it up, throws to first, not in time. That is an error on Sachs. It's a regular grounder, so Winfield just gets the base. And that is an E4. First error on the Dodgers. Sachs commits that error. Winfield will be on first, and the batter will be the designated hitter for the Yankees, Don Baylor. Keith White joins us here at Yankee Stadium. 17, no strat. Fernando Valenzuela will pitch. 5-5, a possible error again. Baylor swings 4-1. That's a star 5 at the fly ball center field. That's going to Landro. His error rating is a 9. That's a 3. It's an odd number, and he's going to drop it. Oh, my. He drops the ball. He drops the ball. So that's, first of all, it's an automatic score. It's an automatic base. Winfield's base running rating is a 4. And Landro adds 1 to the arm rating. So a 1 to 5, Winfield does go to third. And he does. So Winfield makes it to third. Baylor's base running rating is a 3. There's a 3. That 2 is good enough. And Baylor will make it to second. Oh, my, an error on Landro. That is an E8. And the runners advance 2. Holy cow, that's the second error on the Dodgers. And suddenly things for the Dodgers are falling apart a little bit as Dave Gardner joins us here at Yankee Stadium. And yes, I would love to join you for a chat for Saturday night. Yeah, Fernando cussing out Landro in Spanish. Oh, that was a big error. And the batter now is the catcher, Butch Weiniger. Runners 2 outs. They're still going to keep the infield normal. I will call for a strat, and that is an 11. There'll be no play. Valenzuela will pitch. 4-6. That's a strikeout chance. The 18 is too high. Weiniger swings. 4-6. Single up the middle. That is a base hit into center. Winfield comes in to score. Baylor's base running rating is a 3. Becomes a 5 with +2. And then you add 1, that's a 6. And, of course, Landro +1 is a 7. Baylor scores automatically from second base. Weiniger goes to first. It's 3-0 Yankees. Stadium cheers. Yay! How big is that error now? Yankees jump out to a 3-0 lead on a big RBI, 2 RBI single by Weiniger. Here is second baseman Willie Randolph. Weiniger on it first. I will still roll a strat. Strat says a 4. Want no play. Valenzuela pitches 1-6 strikeout chance. 17 too high. Randolph swings 4-2. That's a double into center field. Holy cow, the Yankees are coming out hitting today. Double to center. Question is, does that score Weiniger? Base running rating 1. +1 from 2 outs is 2. A double to center adds 1. That's 3. Landro +1 arm is a 4. On a 4, Weiniger will make it. Nope, it's a 6. Landro throws to the plate and gets Weiniger with the 3. As the lead runner is thrown out. It is a double for Randolph, but Weiniger is thrown out at the plate. And the inning ends there. Kenny Landro guns him down at the plate and saves another run and ends the inning. Let's see. This was ugly. 3 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors on the Dodgers. A home run by Mattingly and Henderson thrown out at second as stolen base. At the end of 1, the Yankees are already up 3-0. Buckle yourselves in, people. This could be some game. Leading off for the Dodgers in the top of the second will be first baseman Greg Brock. Now we'll see if the Dodgers can come back. Cowley's pitch, 4-4, possible error. Brock will swing, 3-1, fly ball left field. That's it to Griffey. His error rating is an 11. That's a 19. No play, no problem. Griffey puts it away for out number 1. Here is Mike Marshall. He is the Dodger designated hitter for this game, since this is at the American League ballpark. Cowley pitches 5-5, error on a grounder. Marshall takes a swing, 1-3, star 4. That's a fly ball to right. Winfield will put that away. No error, of course. That's out number 2. The catcher, Mike Scioscia, comes up to bat. Cowley pitches 2-5, straight home run check. Scioscia against a righty is a 9, but that is a 14. That will be too high. So Scioscia can't get the home run. It's a 2-3, and he just flies out the left. And a 1-2-3 inning for Cowley. And if you're the Yankees, that's exactly what you wanted. You get 3 runs, and you don't give any back in the next half inning. Still 3-0 in favor of the Bronx Bombers. Leading off for the Yankees in the bottom half of inning number 2 is third baseman Mike Pagliarulo, also known as Pags. Valenzuela with the pitch, 4-3, strikeout chance, 5 gets him. That is the first strikeout for Valenzuela. He had 208 of them in 85. Here is the shortstop, Bobby Meacham. 1 out. Valenzuela, 5-4, blank. Meacham takes a swing at the ball. That's a 2-4, and he star 4s it. That's a fly ball to left field. And that's put away by Reynolds, and that's out number 2. Here is Ricky. Singled last time up and thrown out at second by Scioscia. And I know Henderson's got to be steaming about that one. He had 80 stolen bases that year. Pitch from Valenzuela, 2-2. That's a home run with a question mark. Henderson is a righty, 1-13. That's a 15. That is going to be too high. But Henderson does get to swing. That's a 3-3. It's a star 4, and he flies at the left. And a 1-2-3 inning for Fernando Mania, and he absolutely had to have an inning like that after the first. Still 3-0 in favor of the Pinstripes. Top of the third. Coming up for the Dodgers, second baseman Steve Sachs. Pitch from Cowley, 2-4 against a righty. Strikeout chance, 15 is too high. Sachs will bat, 6-4, flies out to right field. And that's the first out. Playing right field in this game is Candy Maldonado. Pitch from Cowley, 4-1, strikeout chance, 7 is good. He gets Maldonado. First strikeout for Cowley, not much of a hard thrower, only about 97 strikeouts in 85. And of course, Joe Cowley was the pitcher in the game for the Yankees when Tom Seaver got his 300th win. We've done Joe Cowley a number of times playing the Yankees. Here is Duncan. Duncan is 0 for 1. Cowley's pitch, 4-3. That's a double question mark. Duncan's hitting from the left side. That is a 1-14. That is a 13. That will be an automatic out, and it's a fly ball to right, and that will do it for Cowley. Nothing across for the Dodgers. And we go to the bottom of the third. Still 3-0 Yankees. Both teams are good. The Dodgers are 95 and 67. The Yankees were 97 and 64 and 85. Both these teams really much are pretty evenly matched up. The Dodgers have the better starting rotation. There's no doubt in my mind about that over the Yankees in 85. But both lineups could hit. Here is Griffey. Griffey popped out his last time up as we start the bottom of the third. Fernando, 6-2 against that is a strikeout chance. The 11 is going to be too high. Griffey will swing 3-5, ground ball to first base, taken care of by Brock. First out, and here comes Donnie Baseball as the Yankee Stadium crowd gives him a big cheer. Pitch from Fernando, 3-3. Again, double question mark against the lefty. That would be a 1. That's a 15, so it becomes a blank. Mattingly gets the swing, 2-5 against the lefty. That is a ground ball right back to Fernando. He'll throw it to first for out number 2. Next up is Dave Winfield. He got on base on an error his last time up. Pitch from Fernando, 6-1. He's not tired, so that's a blank. Winfield will swing 6-2. He pops out to second base. And that ends the inning there. 1, 2, 3, go. The Yankees at the end of 3. It is still 3-0 in favor of the Yanks. Like to remind you tonight, we have the Seattle Mariners taking on the Chicago White Sox in Payoff Pitch 85. And tomorrow's inside pitch, one and gone, is game number 21. The Texas Rangers will continue their upset streak. They move on to play the Toronto Blue Jays tomorrow. And that should be a fun game to play, I also think. We go to the top of the 4th. Joe Cowley will be pitching to R.J. Reynolds. Forever Remain 90 joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Cowley will pitch to Reynolds. And that is a 1-1 strikeout plus 10. And that will definitely get Reynolds out easily. Struck him out. And strikeout number 2 for Cowley. That's out number 1. Here is Kenny Landreau, and he gets kind of a sarcastic cheer from Yankee Stadium for dropping the ball out there in the center field. Landreau, I know, would like to make up for it. Pitch from Cowley, 3-5. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Landreau gets to swing, 3-5, and he flies out to left field. And that is out number 2. Here is Pedro Guerrero. Cowley with the pitch. 5-1. That's an automatic out. And will be a star 6 and a fly out to left as well. And Cowley is cruising along here in this game. Still 3-0 in favor of the Yankees. Bottom half of the 4th. DH Don Baylor coming up. Valenzuela. Here is the pitch. That's a 4-4. It's blank. Baylor swings 5-5. Ground ball to short. Duncan will throw to first for out number 1. Next up is Weiniger. Weiniger with a big 2 RBI single his last time up. He's hating inside pitch right now. Very cold dice. You get that sometimes. 2-2 from Valenzuela, and that is a home run with a question mark. Weiniger hitting from the right side. That is a 1-13. That's a 3. It passes. Weiniger against the lefty is a 4. A 1-4. Weiniger hits this one out. Yes, crack! That ball is it high. That ball is deep. It's out of here. Home run, Butch Weiniger. How about that? Get rid of that because that was garbage. Butch Weiniger gets a big home run over Fernando. That's a solo shot. That's his 3rd RBI of the game, and the Yankees now lead it 4-0. And it looks like Fernando doesn't have it, but not all his fault. 2 of those 4 runs are unearned. Actually, 3 of those runs are unearned, actually, because of the 2 errors in the first inning. Butch Weiniger gets a big jack, and here is Willie Randolph still with 1 out. Randolph doubled his last time up. Valenzuela with the pitch, 5-5, possible error. Randolph, 3-2. That's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Sachs. His error rating is a 10. This time, Sachs does not make the error. He throws to first for out number 2. Here is Pags. Valenzuela will pitch to Pags. That's a 2-4. That's a range play at the park. And that's Sua Dice. I'll re-roll. That's a 5-4, and that's a fly ball center field. Ball is hit to Landreau again. His range is a 2. He can't get there. It's going to drop in. Is it a single or a double? That's going to be a double for Pags, and he gets to second. Kenny Landreau is having a tough day. A big error, and now he can't make a big range play. The batter now is Bobby Meacham. Still 2 outs, and I am rolling a strat, and that is a 6. There'll be no play. Fernando pitches 5-4. That's a blank. Meacham swings 2-6. That's a star 2. It's a ground out to third, and that will end the inning. 1 run for the Yankees on 2 hits. A big jack by Weiniger at the end of 4. It is 4-0 in favor of the Bombers. You can ask your question. Timeout on the field, though, for a second. Okay. Just wanted to check what the phone call was about. Top of the 5th inning coming up. Forever Maine says he has a question. Let's see. Runner on second and third. Ground ball. Grounder to third. Dice roll for G5 was a 2 toward the line. Okay. That's correct. It's towards the line. No ground in double play. That's correct. There's no out only at first. That is right. Out only at first. It's a runner at second and third. It doesn't matter. The only time you roll for you don't roll for runner on second for the third baseman on second and third. First and second you do. You don't roll for second and third to the third baseman on a ball hit there. Only first and second, not for second and third. You played it right. The out is only at first, unless of course you still play the infield in, and you can throw the base runner at third out at home or something like that. But remember, on second and third, you don't roll that die for the third baseman. First and second, you do. That tells you about the double play. And that is on the chart. Oh, so it was first and second. So it's first and second, and the grounder double play failed. No. Now, if it's a runner at first and second, and the ball is hit towards the line, if the ball is hit towards the line, then if it does make a double play, the force is at third. There's automatically a force at third because he can make the play to tag and you throw to first to get the double play. If the double play failed, you're going to have runners at first and second. That's how you play that. If the ball is hit toward the line. It is on the chart. It is on the chart here for you. Towards the line, if double play or force, it would go 5-3. So third baseman tags the bag and then throws to first to try to get the double play. The runner at second base is out. Is out automatically. The try is to try to get the double play at first base. We go to the top of the 5th inning. And leading off for the Dodgers will be Greg Brock. 4-0 Yankees. Couple of huge errors on the Dodgers have really hurt them so far. Pitch from Cowley. 4-4. That's an error check. Brock will swing. 3-5. Single into second base. The ball is hit to Randolph. His error rating is a 4. That's a 16. There will be no error, but it is a base hit. And Brock has the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. First hit off of Joe Cowley. Brock goes to first. And here is the DH, Mike Marshall. Infield goes halfway. Strat roll says a 14, no play. Yeah, you still would have lost the game, probably. Cowley with the pitch. 5-3, walk chance. 2, he walks Marshall. And now the Dodgers have something going on. Runners at first and second for Socha. Infield still halfway, but now the Dodgers have a big chance to get some runs. Strat roll says a 5, no play. Cowley will pitch to Socha. Infield is still halfway. Pitch from Cowley. 2-2, that's at the ballpark. Yankee Stadium, 1-2. Ground ball to third. And that ball is hit right at the third baseman. A choice of a force only at third base or try second to first double play. They're going to try for the double play. Socha double play rating is 2. Nothing from Cowley. Infield halfway is a 3. Second baseman Randolph adds 1. It's a 4. A 1-4, they turn it. They do. Third base to second base to first base double play. Brock is safe at third. And as Forever Remain was asking me a question on something like that, that's exactly what we got. Except instead of a 1-2, it was a 3-4. It was a ball hit right at third. Two outs. Big double play. Runner does go to third base. The batter will be Sachs. Infield goes back to normal. Randolph has a very good pivot. He adds 1 to the pivot roll. Sachs the batter, runner on third. Actually, I should roll Strat first. If anything going on, Strat says a 10, no play. Cowley's pitch, 4-6 against a righty. That's a blank. Sachs will swing, 3-5. It's a ball hit. It's a hit column roll to center field. And that is a 16, and against a righty, that's going to be too high. And it's going to be caught by the center fielder, Henderson, and that will end the inning. Wow. Nothing, except for the base hit and the walk, nothing went right for the Dodgers after that. As Sachs flies out to center and strands a runner. What an inning that was. That tough for the Dodgers. Still 4-0 in favor of the Yankees. Valenzuela will pitch to Henderson. Henderson is 1 for 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch from Valenzuela, 4-4 blank. Henderson takes a swing. 5-6 against the lefty. That's a double into center field. That's going to bounce off the wall. Henderson will be safe at second with a leadoff double. Yankees are hitting today. Here is Griffey. Infield is normal. Strat roll says a 17. There'll be no play. Valenzuela will pitch. 1-6, strikeout chance, 18 too high. Griffey takes a swing, 4-1. He popped it up in the infield. Fernando Valenzuela is going to make the catch. That's out number 1. That's the second time Griffey's popped out to the pitcher. Here's Donnie Baseball. He gets a cheer here from Yankee Stadium. He has a home run in this game. Henderson, a 5. Let's see. 8 minus 1 is 7. Divided by 2 is 3.5. And that is a 5. You don't do a hit and run with a run on second, so there will be no play and no steal. Valenzuela pitches 4-4. Again a blank. Mattingly swings 4-6. Fly ball center field. And that's going to be caught by Landro. Henderson's base running rating is a 5. And that is a 2, and he does advance to third when you subtract 3 from the base running rating on a fly ball to center field. So Henderson goes to third, although he really didn't have to, because he would have scored on a base hit, but there is 2 outs. Here is Winfield with a runner on third. That's an 18, no play. Valenzuela pitches. 1-6, strikeout chance, 22 high. Winfield swings 5-5, single into left field. That's a base hit. Henderson will trot on home to score. 5-0 Yankees. They are mauling the Dodgers. The Dodger bullpen is getting ready. Don't know how much longer they'll keep Valenzuela in there. What really killing the Dodgers in this game was those 2 errors in the first. Next batter is Baylor with 2 outs. I am still rolling the strat. 7, no play. Valenzuela will pitch. 1-2, walk chance. And that 12 is good. He walks Baylor. He walks Baylor, and now runners at first and second. The batter now is Butch Weiniger. He'll pitch to him with 2 outs. Weiniger with a home run in this game. He is 2 for 2, a single and a homer. He's got 3 of the 5 RBIs. Captain Carl 8 joins us here at Yankee Stadium. I will roll a strat. Strat says a 9, no play. Fernando, 5-2. That's a range play. Weiniger swings 3-2. Line drive right back to Valenzuela. His range is a 5. He gets it. What a play by Valenzuela. Literally dives for it, and he gets the play, and the inning is over. And that's a line drive right back to him. And that had at least a single written all over it. 1 run for the Yankees on 2 hits and a walk. At the end of 5, it is 5-0 in favor of the Bombers. My voice is not completely healed yet. Top of the 6th inning, Candy Maldonado will bat for the Dodgers here. Maldonado is 0 for 1. Cowley is pitching a gem. He's only given up 1 hit. Pitch from Cowley, 5-3. That's a walk chance. The 12 is too high. Maldonado swings 3-2, grounds out to third, out number 1. Here is Duncan. Duncan 0 for 2. Cowley's pitch 3-2 against a switch hitting left. That's going to be a walk plus 10, and that 17 will allow him to walk. He walks Duncan. Duncan has a 7 against a righty, plus a walk plus 10 from Cowley makes it a 17. Yankee Stadium adds 1, so it's an 18, so Duncan actually gets to first anyway, and there is 1 out. The batter is R.J. Reynolds. I am no longer rolling strat, but I am rolling for pickoff. That's a 9, no play. Strat now is 11 with a 5 minus 5 plus 6 is 11. So now there is no strat, and you wouldn't really, if you're the Dodgers, you need base runners, not stolen bases and bunts or hit and runs. But since Cowley does have a pickoff, a very good pickoff move to first base or anywhere, he gets the pickoff roll. Here is Reynolds. Pitch from Cowley. 1-6. Error on a throw. Reynolds will bat 3-3. That's a single into third base. The ball is hit to third. That is Pags, and that error rating, his error rating is an 8. That's a 5, and that is going to be a throwing error, and that means the runners will move 2 bases. That is an error on, it's an infield single is what that is. And then Pagliarulo throws it away, and that allows a 2-base advance. So it's a base hit and an error on Pags. And that's an E5. That's the first error on the Yankees. So Duncan is on third, and Reynolds is on second. Now the Dodgers again have something going on, and here is Ken Landro. So runners at second and third. Now Cowley in a bit of a jam, but there is one out. Landro is the batter. The infield is going to be normal, and the Yankees are going to play for the out. And there's still one out. Landro is 0 for 1. He did walk and stole a base. Here's a chance for the Dodgers. They need to take advantage of this time. I will roll a strat for pickoff. There is none. Cowley will pitch. That's a 1-6. Another error on a throw chance. Landro swings 3-6. That's a star 3. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. That's a fly ball to center. So that is out number 2. Landro's sacrifice fly rating is a 3. Does Landro automatically come in? Yes, he does. I'm sorry, not Duncan. Duncan automatically scores on a sacrifice fly. The ball was hit to Henderson. His error rating is an 8. There was a 5 on there, so there should be an error on a throw. So I think there's still a throwing error, although I got to check something on that. And there isn't. There is no throwing error on a fly out, even on a sacrifice fly. That's according to chart. Now that's what the chart says. It's 5-1. That's what the chart says. I'm going to check that with forms to make absolutely sure, because that would have been a chance to get a throwing error, a chance to get the runner at the plate. So I have to check that. But I'm pretty sure, because there is no throwing error on a fly out. But on a sacrifice fly, I'll check it out. But I'm going to go with what the rule says right now. It is 5-1 with 2 outs. The batter now is Pedro Guerrero. Two outs now. Infield is still normal. And now I'm rolling the strat again. Strat says 4. There's no Reynolds has a steal attempt rating of 5. Divided by 2 is 2.5. That was a 4. That's going to be under it. You're not hitting and run with a second run on second. So there'll be no play. Cowley will pitch. 6-3, wild pitch. That's a 5. It gets past him. It gets past Weiniger. Reynolds goes to third. Wild pitch on Cowley. Guerrero still at the plate. I'll re-roll strat for the change and for the change. No play. 2 outs. You would think we'll just throw it to the cutoff man. You're probably right, but let's say this game wasn't tied. Let's say this game was tied on a sacrifice fly. I got to check that. You're probably right, Captain, but I'll put that in forums. I'll ask. Is it a throwing error on a sacrifice fly? Either way. Because what if the game was tied and the fielder tried to get him out? Or close. I got to ask him. Because it doesn't say anywhere on the forum, in the rules. I'll check it out. Reynolds on at third. Guerrero here's the pitch from Cowley. 4-2. That's at the ballpark. Yankee Stadium 1-3, star 3. That's going to be a fly out to center field. And that ends the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and a walk. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 5-1 in favor of the Yankees. Because I do understand what the captain is talking about, but I will have to go ahead and check with them to make sure. Because the chart doesn't have it on a throwing error. But what if the base runner is coming home? I'll have to check with it. Bottom of the 6th inning, and we're going to see a new pitcher as Valenzuela is going to be taken out. And the Dodgers will go to the pen. Let's see who they're going to bring in. I think Ken Howell, right? Yeah. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers will be Ken Howell. 4-7, 12 saves, 3.77 ERA. He will pitch to Randolph in the bottom of the 6th. Howell with the pitch to Randolph. That's a 2-6 strikeout plus 10, and that 10 will get Randolph. He is out of there, struck him out. That 5 becomes a 15, and that 10 is under the 5. And, of course, you add the 1 from Yankee Stadium. Here is Pags. Pags got a double his last time up. Pitch from Howell. 4-6. That's a possible error on a throw. Pagliarulo will swing 1-2 against a righty. That is a ground ball to first base. Brock's error rating is a 5. That's an 18. He will not make the error. He will throw to Howell to get Pags out at first, who's covering the bag. And that is out number 2. Exactly, Captain. I will check with them. Here's shortstop Bobby Meacham. Howell with the pitch, 2-1 hit by pitch. That 4 is way too high. Meacham has a 7, but Howell is a -10. So that's not going to be a hit by pitch. Meacham jumps out the way, swings the bat with a 5-2, and flies it to center. And a 1-2-3 inning for Howell. At the end of 6, it's still 5-1 Yankees. In this feature game of this 1985 one and gone. The winner of this game will play the Cincinnati Reds. And I am very aware that I will have a lot of fans for that one as well. If the Yankees have to play the Reds. That game would be at Yankee Stadium. The Reds are the lower seed. Top of the 7th, still 5-1. Cowley is he tired? He will be after this inning. 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. This will be Joe Cowley's last inning. Greg Brock will bat for the Dodgers. He will lead off against them, I think. Nope, actually Cowley's going to come out now. You got 2 lefties and a righty coming up on the lineup. So the Yankees will go to the pen now. And I think they'll bring in a lefty. Let's see who they got. Coming on to pitch for the Yankees will be Bob Shirley. 5-5, 2.7, 2 saves, 2.64 ERA. The Yankees turn it over to the bullpen here in the top of the 7th. Bob Shirley will pitch to Greg Brock. Brock is 1 for 2. Pitch from Shirley, that Suadice will reroll. 6-3 blank. Brock takes a swing, 2-5 against the lefty. That's a fly ball to center field. And that's out number 1. Good call, bringing in Shirley. That would have been a double if it was a righty. 1 out. Here is Marshall. Marshall 0 for 1, walked his last time up. Pitch from Shirley. 6-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Marshall swings 2-3. That's a ground ball to third. Pags throws it over, out number 2. And here is Sosha. Shirley with the pitch. 3-4. That is a blank. Sosha swings. 3-1. Fly ball right field. That will go to Winfield. And a 1-2-3 inning for Shirley. At the 7th inning stretch, still 5-1 in favor of the Bronx Bombers. Ken Howell will pitch to Ricky Henderson here in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees have 2 lefties coming up after that. May see a new pitcher for that. Henderson is 2 for 3, single and a double, and got caught stealing. Pitch from Howell. 5-2 against a righty. That's a walk plus 10. And yep, that'll allow Henderson to trot down to first. And and he goes there. 3rd time Henderson's been on base. Am I rolling a strat? The answer is no, but I am rolling for pickoff. And there is no pickoff. 5-1. Infield goes to halfway. Here is Griffey. Howell will pitch. 2-2. Range play coming up. Griffey swings. 3-6. That's a single possible to right field. The ball is hit to Maldonado. His range is a 3. Does he turn that single into an out? Yes, he does. Great play by Maldonado, and it becomes a fly out, and that's out number 1. Maldonado makes a great play out there in right. One of the reasons why I like inside pitch, the range plays can be very exciting. Henderson will hold it first. We'll roll stride again for pickoff. There is none. Infield still halfway. Howell will pitch. 4-6. That's a possible error on a throw. Mattingly swings. 3-4. Star 1. That's a ground ball to second. The ball goes to Sachs. His error rating is a 10. That's a 19. There will not be a throwing error. Now let's see what we get here. Mattingly is a 2. -2 from Howell. On a ground ball, double play is a 0, but there is a halfway. Shortstop Duncan subtracts 1, so it's actually a 0. There is no chance to get a double play, so the throw goes to second to get Henderson, and Mattingly is safe at first. And that's 2 outs. That's an automatic fielder's choice when that happens, if the double play rating is a 0. At least I think it is. Unless you're still supposed to roll to see if the base runner on first makes it to second. There's no double play. I guess you still, you know what? I'm going to roll that. That's a 3. Here's what's going to happen. Henderson's going to be safe at second. The roll is under his base running rating, and Mattingly is out because Henderson beats that. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to check that in forums too. What happens if the double play rating is a 0? So I'm going to go that as a ground out to second, but Henderson gets to second. There's still 2 outs. The batter is Dave Winfield. I'll ask that question as well. What happens if the double play rating's a 0? Howell will pitch to Winfield. Henderson on at second, still rolling for pickoff, none. Howell will pitch. That's a 3-6. That's a strikeout chance, and the 10 gets Winfield. Struck him out. And that does end the inning. So nothing for the Yankees there except a walk. At the end of 7, still 5-1. I actually meant to take Howell out of the game, but fine, he stayed in there. It should be, since all the rolls would be higher, but a roll of 6 would mean that the only play would be at first. I know, I'm going to check. I'll check. I'll check with them too on that. Shirley will come out. Let's see if Shirley's going to pitch. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Yankees are leading 5-1. Shirley's going to come out. They got a couple of right-handers coming up now for the Dodgers. So let's see who the Yankees want to bring out to pitch. Let's see. Here comes Brian Fisher. 4-4, 14 saves, 2.38 ERA. The starting rotation for the Yankees was average at best. The bullpen was pretty good. Brian Fisher will go up against Steve Sachs here on the top of the 8th. I would roll for the batter run first, too. Okay, thank you there, Forever Remain. I'll go ahead and I'll check with them on the forums, just to be sure I did it right. Brian Fisher against Sachs, top of the 8th. Yankees still leading. 1-5, blank. Sachs swings. 1-5. Ball hit to center field, hit column roll. That is a 20, and that is way too high against a right-hander. And that's just going to be a fly out to center. Man, Dodgers are just not getting the rolls they need in this one. Here's Candy Maldonado with 1 out. Pitch from Fisher. 5-1, strikeout chance. 11 gets Maldonado. Strikeout by Fisher. 2 outs. And Mariano Duncan coming up. Fisher's pitch. 3-1 at the park. Yankee Stadium says 4-4. That's a ground ball to short. Easy pickup there by Meacham. Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Fisher. Yankees are running out of outs. I'm sorry, Dodgers running out of outs. 5-1, bottom of the 8th coming up. Yeah. But, Henderson had a 5, so it would have been a 4. I know that, but I just want to see what happens when the double play chance is a 0. Because it doesn't state that in the rules anywhere. I'll have to check it. Let's see. Can Ken Howell pitch? Can he pitch? What do you got here? A right switch and a right. Howell's going to come out the game for the Dodgers. They're going to go to the pen again. And coming on to pitch for the Dodgers will be Tom Niedenfuer. He's their closer. His job is very simple, keeping a 5-1 game. Tom Niedenfuer against Don Baylor, bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch from Niedenfuer, 3-5, strikeout chance. 9 is good. Baylor is out. 1 down. Here is Butch Weiniger. He's pretty much the star of the game. 2 for 3. He has 3 of the 5 RBIs for the Yankees. I think he's the star of the game, even though Cowley pitched very well. Niedenfuer's pitch. That's a 6-2 against the switch hitter. That's a home run check against the lefty. Against the righty, though, it's a 6, and that's an 18, so it's a blank. Weiniger will swing anyway, 2-1, and he just chops it to short. That's out number 2. And here is Randolph. Randolph 1 for 3. Niedenfuer's pitch. 6-3 against the righty, strikeout plus 10. The 18 is going to be too high. Randolph's becomes a 16 that way, so Randolph does get to swing. It's a 5-3. It's a ball hit to right field in the hit column. And with a 5 against the righty, that's going to be a base hit. Randolph gets a single on that one. 2-out base hit for Randolph, and that will bring up Pags. Niedenfuer does have a pickoff chance, and it won't happen, so he'll pitch to Pagliarulo. 2 outs, runner, infield is normal. Niedenfuer pitches 3-6. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-1. Fly ball to left field. That ball is hit to Reynolds. His range is a 4. And he can't get it. It's going to drop. It's going to be a base hit. Single or double. It's a double. It becomes a D7. Really, Randolph's base running rating is a 4. With 2 outs is a 5. -1 to first for home is a 4. The ball is hit to Reynolds. He has no arm rating. He has no adjustment. A 1-4, Randolph will score. It is a 5. He doesn't. He holds it third. The ball got into the infield too quickly, but Pags has a double. Reynolds just couldn't get over there. A chance now for Bobby Meacham with 2 outs. Rolling for Strat. No, not Strat. Pickoff. No play. Niedenfuhrer will pitch to Meacham. Niedenfuhrer 4-2. That's against the switch it. That's a blank. Meacham swings 2-4, and that's a star 4. It's a ground ball to second, and the throw will go to first for the out. Exciting, but no runs scored. 2 hits, though, for the Yankees. At the end of 8, 5-1. Boy, those errors in the first inning for the Dodgers were brutal. Almost really didn't give Valenzuela a chance. Will we see some 9th inning magic? R.J. Reynolds will lead it off. Question is, do I want to have Fisher pitch or do I go right to Righetti? I think I go to Righetti. Fisher's going to come out, and coming on to pitch will be the Yankee closer, and that's Righetti. 12-7, 29 saves, 2.78 ERA. That does turn Reynolds around. And Reynolds will still bat against Righetti. Top of the 9th, 5-1. Fans here at Yankee Stadium on their feet. Pitch from Righetti. 5-1. Range play starts the inning off. Reynolds swings 2-5. That's a single into second base. But Randolph's range is a 2. It's a range play. Does he stop it? Yes, he does. Randolph makes a great play. Throws to first, out number 1. Oh, Willie Randolph stole a hit away from Reynolds. And that just becomes a ground out to second. Batter now is Ken Landreau. He will hit. Righetti looks at Randolph and gives him a nod of the head. Now he pitches. That's a 4-6. That's a strikeout chance. 3 gets him. Landreau swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. The last chance for the Dodgers is Pedro Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 3. Guerrero, of course, will hit. Righetti looking on. Here comes the pitch from Righetti. 1-2. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 3-6. That's a ball hit into left field. That is a 16, and that is too high over the home run. So now we do the range play to left field. That ball is hit to Griffey. His range is a 5. Does he make it? Yes, he does. He gets under it, taps his glove, taps it twice, puts it out, block, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. Yankees beat the Dodgers 5-1 and move on into the next round. As my mom cheers for the Yankees in the background, because I know for a fact you guys heard that. My mom's a Yankees fan, but we all know nobody's perfect. Final line score coming up. For the Yankees, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. For the Dodgers, 1 run, 2 hits. They only got 2 hits off of Yankee pitching in this game, Cowley mostly, and 2 gigantic errors in the first inning. Boy, those errors were killer for the Dodgers. That actually cost them this game. The winning pitcher is Joe Cowley. Fernando takes the loss, and there is no save on the there is no save in the game. The Yankees will advance to play the Cincinnati Reds. So I know you Reds fans out there won't want to miss that, as well as you Yankee haters. And that game is game number 23, which I believe that game will be played a little. Let's see here. Tomorrow is 21. Tomorrow's what? Thursday, Friday. I think that's a Saturday game. So, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know as the Yankees advance, and they will take on the Reds in the semifinals. That should be a lot of fun. Forever remain 90, Captain Carl, Steeler fan, baseball demos, Dave Gardner, Keith White, Philip Reynolds. Thank you all for joining me here for this exciting game. And I hope you guys will continue to enjoy it. And we'll see you guys later for the Mariners and the White Sox on Payoff Pitch. Thanks for joining me, everyone. We'll see you later. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. It is the Yankees eliminating the Dodgers 5-1. We'll see you guys later. Take care.